Hi, Rich here, Spirit of Wild Wings. I had a question asked of me the other day about what is my favorite fishing setup. So I was going to shoot a video on it. I shot this the other day, and for whatever reason, I mean, it was windy, but it was just shaking the camera like you wouldn't believe. So we're going to reshoot it. This is what I wanted to show you today. This is my favorite. It's a take-down 2-part pole. This is the Zebco 11 Ultralight series. We'll start by saying I am thoroughly hooked on ultralights. I mean, bar none, I am hooked on ultralights. Now, I will show you this here in more detail, but this rod and reel combo can be gotten from Walmart for about 25 bucks. It is an outstanding value in my opinion, but again, you may have to take that with a grain of salt because I am addicted to ultralights. And I mean, there are 3 types of reels. We've got spin cast, spinners, and bait casters. I know a lot of people, my friends who are bass fishermen and they want to be exclusively bass fishermen, they're going to tell you that bait casters are the only way to go. And I got other ones who are going to tell you that spinning reels are the best way to go. And then there's the closed face. These are my favorite, right? I like my closed face reels. A quick word about the pole. See this trigger part? If your rod has a trigger, that makes it a casting rod. If it's a straight one, it's a spinning rod for spinning gear. So pretty much this is all you're going to see. If I'm using my bait caster, it's this type. If I'm using the spin cast like this, this is what I'm going to use. Let me show you a couple of the features on this. We don't have the best lighting, so I hope it's pretty legible. Zebco 11. I want you to notice that here you see this crank handle, and over here you see a screw slot. This is set for me when I'm right-handed, and I'm used to casting with my right hand, and I switch it over and I crank. I know people who would rather cast with their right hand and crank with the left. I can unscrew this and screw it on this side and move the plug over. And that's what that's for. Got my drag here. There's a brake setting over here. And on this side, I want you to notice there's a little piece of plastic right here. It's designed for me to hook my fishing gear into. I don't want to hook it into the eye. You can see the ceramic insert. That hook is going to do damage, and when it causes damage to that eye, the eye is going to get rough and it's going to cause fraying and mess my line up. I don't want to do it. Now yes, I could hook it into that support arm, but if it's going to cause damage to this eye, it could also cause damage there. And why not just hook it into these? Now I do prefer when you find a rod where they have the eye on the side, and that's, you'll find that a lot on Shakespeare rods. And I will do a whole series on it, the way these work. I'm going to press the button, and when I release, the line will go out, just like that. So you'll never see that because I'm going to edit it out, probably. Here's the length. So we're about 4 feet. I'll measure this for sure and post that in. I can just take this thing and cast the sidearm beautifully. The only negative that I really got to say about this is I put it through hell, okay? And as such, I've abused it. It's been fishing with me for 5 years anyway, and really been rough handled, but it's been used a lot. Let me show you this. This little chip right here. Okay? What can happen is after, let's say about 1 in 100 casts, and since I fish a lot and I cast a lot, that's going to happen when I'm fishing. Okay? this tip may come apart. I can live with 1 in 100 casts, okay? So, what do I have to say positive about this setup? What can I say positive about the Zebco Ultralight Series 11? First off, I love this rod and reel. It's tough, it's smooth in its action, works really, really well, it feels really good in the hand. And with ultralights, every fish is a great fight, every fish is a lot of fun. And that's what this is for. This will get me the fish I need, both for for food, and it'll let me fish and enjoy myself. I see too many of the people I know who they want to go out with massive tackle and try to conquer this huge fish, and all they end up doing is getting angry because something took their bait that they didn't want, or it wasn't a good enough fight. I'm telling you, with this, every fish is enjoyment. Every fish fights. You will enjoy fishing again with this pole. On the negatives, can I find a negative with this pole? Maybe. What's that? I don't get to fish often enough. I have no complaints. I love the designing of this rod. I've got nothing negative to say about it. There's a little damage. I did it. Doesn't stop me from fishing. The reel, I need to reline it, but that's part of normal use. I'll take it apart and I will do that. And I'm going to get a video of me relining these, because I think that's something that some people don't know how to do, is reline the reels. On a negative side, what can I find negative about besides the fact that I don't get to fish enough? Nothing. What can I find positive about it? It works beautifully. Okay? And because it works beautifully, it makes fishing fun. It also is super sensitive. You can see how easily this tip bends. So I'm going to feel all the reactions that happen out on the business end. That means I'm going to be able to feel the fish and set the hook more. My philosophy, of course, is if the fish gets off, he did his job, but I presented my bait in a way that he wanted it, and I did my job. So it's that battle. I'm shooting this here right now because I shot it the other day, and the wind was bouncing the camera. Right now it's raining, so I'm taking advantage of this time to shoot the video. But again, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would I rate the Zebco Series 11 Ultralight Combo Rod and Reel? On a 1 to 10, I have 0 fault with this. I'm going to put this, well, I'll take a point, a tenth of a point off. No, I won't. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10, alright? This is a 10 out of 10. If you want to enjoy fishing again, get this. Because it's takedown, I can take it, it goes into smaller space. That makes it opportune there. I don't need a lot of tackle. I can keep this in my car, and this stays with me in my car almost all the time. So, this makes fishing fun. I'm going to stick a couple pictures in here, especially one of a fish I caught using this exact pole. Try a really large 5.5 pound bass with this pole. Now, this is set to this is rated to use 2 to 4 pound test, but it is just so much fun. There's a learning curve with this when you use ultralight, if you switch from other stuff, because you can't just muscle it in. You have to learn how to use the brake, you have to learn how to use the drag, you learn how to use this efficiently. And once you learn all this, and once you've mastered that learning curve, and it's not that tough, you'll find that fishing is as much fun now as it used to be. And every fish is exciting. This is Rich with Spirit of Wild Wings telling you that if you want to fish, right now, this is by far my favorite setup, the Zebco Series 11 Ultralight. So, I suggest that you do yourself a favor. Go out and buy one of these jewels. Take yourself fishing. And maybe I'll see you out at the lake. This is Rich with Spirit of Wild Wings. Bye, guys.